Hey, Carabone.com, this is your boy Jesse, here with Scott Groff, the forefather in MMA in the Bahamas. Now, Scott Groff.
Yes, sir.
How did you come about doing mixed martial arts in the Bahamas?
You know, I came over to the Bahamas in the early 90s and started teaching a system called RBWI, Robert Bussey's Warrior International. Right. And in 1992, the UFC came out, and it was, here's an opportunity of guys fighting style versus style for money, no holds barred. And after a couple of years, I thought, you know, I've got friends that have fought in it. I really want to get into this. And it was something I wanted to do to test myself. So that's what I did. I got into it from that angle, and I was the first person in the Bahamas to represent the Bahamas in all my fighting over the years. 22 wins, 2 losses, 1 no contest. 2 times in Japan fighting in Brazil, and representing the country. So that's how it started out.
Right, right. How do you feel going against, you know, so much people in different countries and in the world and fighting against different cultures and races and stuff like that?
In just the fighting aspect of like fight.
Yeah, fight.
You know what? Any type of sports is a universal thing. Brings everybody together, like the Olympics or the World Cup for soccer. Fighting kind of the same way. It doesn't matter where you're from. Guys want to do the same thing. They want to win. There's a lot more on the table when you're representing a country, and because you want to make people proud. And I think I did that early on, and then of course, a young man that trained with me and then ended up moving to Texas and became one of the top fighters in the world, in Yves Edwards. And he really carried the flag, and to this day is carrying the flag of the Bahamas all over the world, fighting in the UFC. So, you know, Bahamas has a lot to be proud of its athletes.
For those of you who don't know this man, him along with Robert Bussey,
yes,
inspired RBWI,
yes,
and mixed martial arts in the Bahamas.
Yes.
Did you envision it coming this far?
Oh man, no way. I didn't think. I never thought it'd be a legitimized sport because it was so violent. And you know, now to look at it and still have an involvement with it, with mentoring fighters in Texas, off of a fight team, as well as commentating. I do commentating for Extreme Knockout on pay-per-view. Right. So I'm a commentator as well as a mentor, and I enjoy it as a sport. But at the end of the day, it is a sport. It's not really life or death. It's a sport, but to say that it came so far and has become such a billion-dollar industry and the fastest growing sport in the world, would have never guessed it.
Do you take it a little over sport sometimes, like probably get a little emotional over it, like very passionate about who you are fighting all your opponents?
From a fighter standpoint, no. You know, as a fighter, you lose your head, the game's over. You got to be cool. Remember, it's a fight.
So it's best to keep that cool, that positive vibe between you and your opponent.
Unless you're hyping it up for the fight, which you see a lot of guys do, right. Kind of like boxing. Now, in MMA, there are a lot of guys that are true heels. They're just, you know, jerks. But for the most part, you got guys that are pretty cool, you know. Yeah, but again, the male ego, fragile little thing. So everybody gonna have that edge to them. So yeah, it's fun to see a storyline develop between fighters.
All right. Well, I know you're familiar with Muhammad Ali.
Absolutely.
Who always taunting at his opponent and always saying some nasty words and stuff. How would you feel about that going against a guy like him?
You know what? That was how he was.
Right.
Thing about Muhammad Ali, he could back it up, and he'd get in your head. greatest of all time.
Right.
So, you know, who would, you know, anybody who fought Muhammad Ali, you crazy to get in the ring with that man in the first place. But that's just the kind of person he was to get in your head as part of the game, because outside of the ring, one of the kindest, most giving men you've ever seen in the sport.
I know you have to train a lot to become very skilled at what you do.
Yes.
And in your profession.
That's correct.
Do you think you can show me and some of the Carbone fans out here tonight in case we encounter something?
How about I show you a basic move that was in the street. It's been around forever. That you see a lot in MMA, called the rear naked choke. Sound good?
Sounds good. Why you don't kill me?
I won't kill you. All right. So, Jesse, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put you in the rear naked choke. Now, you've asked me to actually put you to sleep, so I'm happy to do that. And normally, you'll see in the UFC, guys will tap out before that happens. In this case, there will be no tap. You're just gonna get the nap. So go ahead and have a seat. And I'll get back here. All right, so what I want you to do, Jelly, I just want you to relax and brush yourself. And I'll do this quick and painless, and I'll see you when you wake up. Jesse.
Come back.
That's a caribou.
8 seconds.
Caribou. No phone.
You alright? Did you go to sleep?
You didn't still
Did you dream or anything?
Yeah.
Still
He was trying to. Good idea.
Caribou.com.
We want to do on behalf of the MMA, Bahamas Mixed Martial Arts Association, we'd like to present Mr. Groff this plaque because of him. It was the reason that we were able to start this organization, to start this association, to even be here right now. Right? So we want to thank him for getting it started, keeping us going, keeping in constant contact. Even though he's in Dallas, he talks to all of us all the time online as much as he possibly could, and he's been pushing and helping us push. And we just a small token of thank you.
Don't remind me.
Alright, gentlemen. Well, starting in the building across training martial arts business. It was formed because of training of Mr. Scott Groff. Passed it on to our road. Mr. Arnold, he passed it on to us. Alright, there's never been a group who's been more proud to be students. We tried our best to find something authentic, Bahamian, for you to be able to show up. Alright, so on behalf of the Groff Training Martial Arts Fitness, Project Protection
Don't cry. Don't cry.
I swear it's this sweat. Thank you. I'm honored, and you know, here's to the unity and the love between all of us, keeping us strong, keeping us together, keeping us moving. So you know, quick ahead, and damn, I'm speechless. So thank you so much.